welcome to my channel. So today I thought that for a video we could just pull some books off the shelf and talk about them because we love talking about books and that's what we're gonna do today. So here we have our first book, Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I absolutely love this book. Let me show you how much I love this book. When I first got it, I literally read it so much that the pages are falling out of the book. I don't know if you can see that or not. I love this book because any age group can read it. It can be for children, it can be for adults. Anybody can get a good scare, at least be a little creeped out by it. I love it. Alright, now for my second book. This book is a bit of a tearjerker. It's not really a book that you would consider light reading unless you're Hermione Granger. Then this book is probably something that you would enjoy. This book is called All But My Life by Gerda Weissman Klein, and it is about a girl who grew up in World War II, and it basically explains how the war tore her family apart. Like, her life was basically ripped at the seams. It's devastatingly sad. This book was a life changer for me, and after I read it, I never really, saw the world the same way again. So I put it in my favorites. So now it's a favorite, even though I probably won't read it again anytime soon because it was that sad. So moving on. For the next book I have American Born Chinese by Jean Luen Yang, and this book is actually a comic book, and it's also won a prize. So you know it has to be good. It's got pictures, it's got a prize, the guy is funny. So in this story, basically this kid has Chinese, he is Chinese, and he has a Chinese cousin who comes and lives with him, and the Chinese cousin literally kills me every time I read it. I am rolling on the floor laughing. It is so funny. So if you are so inclined, I suggest you pick that book up. It's kind of an older one. I think it came out in 2006, but it's still a good one. I love it. Read it. The next book I have is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. When I first got this book, I was obsessed. But anyway, Eleanor Park is about a girl and a boy, and they meet, and their relationship is very sticky. Things aren't good. She has an abusive family. Well, not the whole family, just a stepdad. And, she falls in love with this guy who has, the perfect family, and then she can't handle things, and things start to happen. So, I don't know. It's a good book. If you like young adult love stories, this one would be a good one for you to pick up. I also think that it had kind of a one of these kind of endings, a meh ending. But it's still a good read. If you want to, you should pick it up. The next one on my list is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Of course, The Fault in Our Stars is on my list. What girl doesn't love The Fault in Our Stars? It is amazing, and it's a tearjerker, and I love it. I love this book. So, of course, when I got this book, I was getting the book because the movie was coming out, and if there's a movie that is coming out that is based off of a book, I have to read the book. So I did, and I was impressed. I went through an entire box of Kleenexes. The whole week was just kind of me moping around with Fault in Our Stars and thinking about cancer, and it was not fun. But it was at the same time. Kind of morbid. This is kind of a morbid video, just death and cancer and breakups and creepy people and other moms, and oh my gosh. So we gotta keep the trend going. The next book I have here is Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I found this book on BookTube and I immediately loved it. As soon as I started reading it, I was like, oh my gosh, it was great. because it's not really a novel per se. It's more of what it says on the cover here, files. So obviously you have to kind of piece the story together. It's amazing. There's like a 2001 Space Odyssey kind of, I don't know, twist to it. It really reminded me of that a lot. So if you like 2001 A Space Odyssey, you like this book. And if you don't know what that is, either one of them, check them out because they're good. They're like on the edge of your seat kind of books and a movie. I don't know, just check them both out. There's nothing wrong with getting exposed to more things. Anyways, so the next book I have here is The Disaster Artist by Greg Sestero. I picked up this book because it is based on the movie The Room, which is a black comedy, which is like basically done by one person, Tommy Wiseau, the weirdest man in the entire world. And if you don't know who he is, I suggest you look him up. There's plenty of videos on YouTube about him. You should check out his movie, read Greg Sestero's book. He's like the only hot guy in the movie. So, I mean, hot guy book here. Read it. It is so funny. If you think The Room is funny, you'll think The Disaster Artist is funny. And I suggest you watch the movie before you read the book so that it makes some sense. Because it's not going to make sense if you just read the book without seeing the movie. So, and of course, the last book I have here is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And here I have it in the illustrated form. Let me be clear here. I love all the Harry Potter books, but can we just talk about this for a second? This illustrated book is amazing. When I first got this book, I freaked out. I just love it. So here is like a snippet of what is inside, and guess what? I just read on Facebook earlier that the next one is coming out October 4th. So for all of you who haven't picked up this book yet, you can still pick it up in time to read Chamber of Secrets. I am literally so in love with these. Like, the artwork is absolutely beautiful, and Harry Potter is a classic. It is going down in history as, like, you know, I don't know what this is. I just want you to see, like, the inside of this. It is great. It is, like, beautiful all around. So I suggest that you pick up a copy of this. And if you have read any of these books, please say so in the comments below. Maybe we can chat about them. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. And there will be plenty of other bookish things and other things. Who knows what's going to happen on this channel. It's just going to be a ton of fun. So if you are so inclined, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you again later. Bye!